there, this is Jasmine and we are solving question 189 today. The question says one side of a parking stall is defined by a straight stripe that consists of n painted sections of equal length with an unpainted sections half as long between each pair of consecutive painted sections. So I am going to assume that these are the painted sections and in between the empty space that I have left, those are suppose the unpainted sections. Okay. They have said that there are n number of painted sections. Next they say that the total length of the stripe from the beginning to the first painted section to the end of the last section is 203 inches. That means from the first point to the last point, the total length is 203 inches. Okay. The total length of the stripe, okay, that we have seen. Next, they say if n is an integer and the length in inches of each unpainted section is greater than 2. That means they have said that the n value has to be greater than 2. Then what is the value of n? This is what they are asking. Alright, the number of sections they have already said, and they have also said that the length of the painted section and the length of unpainted section, they are in the ratio 2:1. I am going to assume that the length of the painted section is suppose 2k, and that's how we get the length of unpainted section as k, because they have said that the length of unpainted section is half of the length of the painted section. This is what we have. Okay, we know that the total number of painted sections are n and their length is 2k, so the total length will be n times 2k. Plus, if n is the number of painted sections, that gives you n minus 1 as the number of unpainted sections. So that means n minus 1. What is the length of each unpainted section? That's k. And that sum should be equal to 203. Let me write it here. Let's solve it further. So I get 2 times kn plus nk minus k is equal to 203, or we can also write it 3kn minus k equal to 203. Take k out and I can write down 3n minus 1 times k equal to 203. Factors of 203 could be 1 multiplied by 203 is equal to 203, or we can write down 29 times 7 is equal to 203. Okay. So we can take these two possibilities because n has to be greater than 2. So let's take this number. So I will take 3n minus 1 as 29 and k value as 7. Other possibility is like other way around. You can take 3n minus 1 as 7 and k as 29, because at the end of the day the multiplication of these two must be 203. From this I will get 3n is equal to 30, so n is equal to 10. If I solve this, I'll get 3n is equal to 8 and n will be equal to 8 by 3. Now, we cannot consider this possibility because they have said that n is an integer. So, we need to consider this possibility where k is 7 and n is 10. Okay, do we have this number in the options? Yes, we do. It's option C. That's all. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.